No secret that kids love comic books, and now one very special comic book could help provide financial lessons to last a lifetime.
Joining us now this morning, Teri Williams, the president of OneUnited Bank, which is the nation's largest Black-owned bank. And Teri, you have a new partnership with Marvel and Visa.
Yes.
Tell us about that partnership.
Yes. No, we're very excited to partner with Marvel Comics and Visa to create a Black Panther comic book that educates kids on financial literacy. So we're always looking for different ways to sort of instill, financial lessons in everybody, actually, kids, adults. So even though it's a comic book, even adults like comic books. But this comic book it has exercises that we created at the bank, but it also has a great story that talks about the importance in investing in each other, in saving, and in really focusing on building wealth.
Why Black Panther?
Yeah, we, first of all, we're the largest Black-owned bank, and we were trying to figure out a way to connect specifically to the Black community, because our needs for financial literacy are, I say different, but they're definitely there. So that's why we chose Black Panther, because it was actually such a huge part of our culture and our community.
And can you talk about what financial literacy is and why it's so important to teach this to kids?
Yeah. So for us, financial literacy is understanding the importance of saving, understanding the importance of making good financial decisions, understanding the importance of the difference between wants and needs, and also building generational wealth, sort of putting your money into assets as opposed to, not overspending, and making good money decisions. It's really about making good money decisions.
Yeah, because sometimes kids don't know anything other than the money that maybe they get from their parents or family, and then all of a sudden they're 18 and they can get a credit card and they don't know anything about it, and then the repercussions can be pretty serious. So
yes, and especially today, like when I was growing up, we actually dealt in cash and got an allowance, but today with sort of electronics, you can lose sight of where money actually comes from and how do you manage it. So.
And this is part of a contest, the I Got Bank Financial Literacy Contest.
Yes.
How does that work? Tell us about that.
Yeah. So we have this contest every year. We give 10 kids, the winners, a $1,000 savings account.
Wow.
And and what we ask them to do is to read a book. I wrote actually a children's book called I Got Bank, which is why it's the name of the contest, but to read any book on financial literacy and tell us how that book can help you help your family. And so what we're doing is we're educating the child, but we're also trying to instill it into the family. And we ask them to either show it by art or by an essay. And then we judge the art and essay, and we choose 10 winners. It's so hard every year because they're wonderful, but we do it,
And this contest actually started a few weeks ago, right?
Yes.
So how have customers been reacting to it so far?
Oh, it's been fabulous. And in fact, because you get an electronic version if you submit for the essay, but you also can get the comic book free in our branch. Here in Boston, it's in Grove Hall, 648 Warren Street. You can go and get a free copy of this book, this comic book, as well as, provide your essay or art for the contest.
I love that believe me, many of us and many adults could really use this sort of literacy and this learning, but really getting kids to make it exciting for them, because nothing is exciting for them about numbers and banking.
Right.
This is really just such a cool idea. So
thank you.
It's approachable.
It's approachable
for kids.
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, that was the idea. And when you say financial literacy, people get, you talk about banking. I always say banking is boring. But to try to make it exciting so that, the lessons get in, and they start to realize the importance of savings. And I say to the parents, they're going to start asking you some questions.
Yes, exactly.
How are you spending your money?
It gets more exciting the more money you have in the bank, too.
Yes,
so they can show them that. Such good lessons for our kiddos, for all the kiddos. I might take this home for my 16-year-old, because she doesn't know anything, and she needs to read this.
It's cool. I'm going to read it, too. It looks like a lot of fun.
All right, Teri Williams, thank you so much for coming in. Such an important thing for our community to learn this.
Thank you for having me.
All these kiddos.